Hello, my name is Krishna Pal from Kolkata, India, and William Carey was someone who had a tremendous influence on my life. He was born on the other side of the world where I was born. In 1761, William Carey entered this world in Northamptonshire. But this would not be where he left this world, for he would come to my homeland to preach the gospel and give his life there. When Mr. Carey was working as a blacksmith's apprentice in England, he met a man named John Wall, who relentlessly preached the gospel to him again and again and again. Mr. Wall shared his books and ideas with Mr. Carey, and in their shoe shop debates, Mr. Carey nearly always had the last word, though afterwards he would admit that he had feelings of stings to his conscience. Shortly after the persistent witness of his co-worker, Mr. Carey was converted at a prayer meeting. After his conversion, he followed the Lord in baptism, and from there he became the schoolmaster in his village. And he began to gain influence in his community, and he was given an invitation to be the pastor of a local Baptist church. However, his means of income were not enough to provide for him and his family. And so Mr. Carey became a bivocational pastor, working in the cobbler shop in which he apprenticed. It was during this time and much prayer that he spent that Mr. Carey's heart began to be burdened to see a pioneering work in India. And so Mr. Carey began to come to the men in the church, and he proposed this burden to them. And the local associations of pastors sadly coldly replied to him, "Young man, sit down. When God pleases to convert the heathen, he will do it without consulting you or me." Now you can imagine how discouraging this might have been for William Carey. But yet shortly after this, William Carey exclaimed, "Expect great things from God, attempt great things for God." Mr. Carey and his family set sail for India, and quietly sneaking into the country, a mighty work for God began. After 7 years of very hard work, faithfulness, and many dark times, it often seemed as if nothing was happening. But after those 7 years, he was able to see fruit. My name is Krishna Pal, I told you, and I was the first convert of William Carey. The Lord also continued to bless William Carey, allowing him to complete the work of translating the Bible in our local language of Sanskrit. Think about it. Only God could have taken a self-educated cobbler and used him to achieve great things for the glory of God. Mr. Carey wasn't somebody special. He wasn't greatly talented, but he was a man that was willing to be used for God. Carey once said to me, "I can plod, I can persevere in any definite pursuit. To this I owe everything." I wonder, will you be faithful to work as God has given to you, as William Carey was? The hymn that we sang at the beginning of this meeting, I'll read some of the words that God used for me to write down. "Let every idol be forgot, but O my soul, forget him not." Amen.